that being said, today's date is Thursday, November the 24th. And I want to say for the record, this is ginger ale, by the way. I totally quit drinking. I don't see the point. Every time I drink, I feel like shit. And there's just no residual reward in damaging your body by drinking that. You feel like shit the morning after, you regret it. And then, like a lot of people do, they do it all over again because it numbs their feelings, takes their minds off of things. It's a depressant, but it also continues to depress you once you're done with it, which is why it's not a good thing. I love ginger ale, by the way, but I like the white one better, the clear one. So, I only got like 2 minutes and 33 seconds on this one. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start doing a reading for today. My third eye is immensely damaged, so I can't do much with it. By the way, I defeated that guru entity. I sincerely believe that it's an entity, or rather very evil, vile entity that goes around fucking with people and causing people a lot of problems. That's funny how that just dropped as soon as I say that. And it likes to go around and torture people and try to turn people who are of the light into dark. I'm a person with a soul. So that's really what people mean when they talk about light work. They're not necessarily referring to you having a whole lot of light in you and you being, one of them heaven in the cloud type, new age riding types, but somebody who sincerely has a lot of light in them because you have a soul in you, which is something that's extremely, very, very rare. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cleanse my selenite too. That was one of the factors that helped break me free from Guru's stronghold, because he had an immense stronghold over me. As a matter of fact, I believe that it's an energy that pervades over Los Angeles. That's why it's as gritty as it is. It's a lot deeper than it just being an individual. It's an energy. But anyways, I got this. Wow, that's funny how I don't know if y'all see that, but there's like a little scar that kind of just went through it. All right, I got a little bit more time. But anyways, with that being said, my third eye again is severely damaged, so I can't do much with that. But I'm going to go ahead and throw these cards. I got what you call Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, which is extremely accurate, by the way. Let me go ahead and put this in the light and let it absorb the light for a minute because it's been trapped in that dark ass room. That's why I need to get myself an RV so I can get back on the road and be able to go freely wherever it is that I want to go. Being trapped in that place, especially with what occurred, is extremely traumatizing and very damaging to my psyche. And it's done the number on my feelings, my energy, my inner sense of self-worth. So, I've been trying to get an RV for quite some time, but, especially even, more so now, given the shit that still goes on in there. Wow, this is funny how this came out. It's kind of like a challenge card. Yeah, that's Guru trying to indicate to me that it's a very controlling entity. It likes to have control over from what I heard, over your tarot cards, everything that you do, over your body, everything. Is an extremely, very, very acidically toxic entity. And it seems like I'm the other half that's designed to break it. I was shown that even though it's my consciousness, originally we share, he somehow got into my consciousness in the astral plane, so I have to remove him from my consciousness. It looks like this in the astral plane, so that I and others can be totally free of this entity. So anyways, with that being said, we're going to go ahead. This is basically talking about putting barriers up to my prosperity. He wants me to be stuck doing, again, nasty ass sex work, being chained to that, even though that's a part of my life that I've done left a long time ago, and, I'm ready to leave it, been permanently left it, really, in a spiritual sense, in a soul sense. But he's trying to keep me chained to this guy. He's a reptilian. He has a reptilian soul. His name is Michael. He hates it too. I don't even know if that's his original soul or not. But he's trying to keep me chained to that person. I know I sound different. I'm still fighting the curse. I'm still trying to get these astral parasites out. That's why he's very, very powerful. He's able to put astral parasites into you that I'm guessing creates these monikers, these spirits in the astral realm that goes around, energy harvesting off of people by creating negativity and conflict and energy vampirism that, like Brother Yusuf was talking about, pervades over an entire area. Like he was explaining, and like I know from experience dealing with the curse that I'm dealing with, we all have entities that controls a particular area, and where I reside is, definitely controlled by a very pernicious force. And yesterday it was nice and peaceful, and it was just my energy that pervaded everything, that prevailed. And it seemed like you have to be chosen for that to be able to take effect. So that's why I'm almost kind of wondering if this blessing is actually in fact a curse. I mean, if this curse is actually in fact a blessing in disguise. So anyways, let's go ahead and start this reading. I know it sounds like I got marbles in my mouth. Just bear with me. Again, I'm dealing with this curse. These cards are extremely accurate. So let me start, placing them where they need to be placed. It's a beautiful pouch. So we're going to put this one. Hold on a sec. So we're going to put that as a challenge card right there. Wow, I didn't see these cards early this morning. It was only until your boy tried to activate himself that I started seeing these negative cards. Oh man. Sorry about that. I was trying to see if I can, play around with my language like I did before, but I can't because of the curse. All right. There was actually a lot that I missed. I was saying that the guru energy, I don't think, is a worldly energy more than it's a local energy that pervades the LA area, and it's a very patriarchal energy that's oriented towards rape, total imprisonment, and control of women. And these energies tend to work through physical counterparts. His counterpart, I think I may have found him on Instagram last night. It looked a lot like him, what I would imagine him to look like. I saw that. As a matter of fact, I think that what works through me is the divine feminine, because when my energy prevailed yesterday, I heard one of the young ladies that participated in I heard her made a comment saying, "Oh man, I feel Sophia's energy," which is the divine feminine. And then I heard her go on to say, "Oh man, we need Jesus Christ," which is part of that whole patriarchal delusion thing. But thankfully, the guru energy is not a worldly energy, and I feel like it's an energy that's finally starting to die out, and it really kicked forward in the form of psychic attacks being pervaded, against me, like really, really intense. The many rapes that's done happened in my life, the many psychic attacks, physical attacks coming from men, the whole male patriarchal control effort that's been harangued against me, that's designed to keep me under control and keep me under lock and key, suppress my inner divine feminine, and keep me in a fearful state, like very, very masculine, negative, toxic, just gross energies, that's been relayed against me. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's a good thing that my van was taken away. I don't like my possessions having been taken away, but my van, because that van was given to me while I was under Guru's control. And see, when something gives you something, I noticed that I wasn't able to break free until I was in jail and I lost that van. That's when I was able to break free. So it's a very, very nasty energy. And as a matter of fact, one of the cards right up here that indicates the present position is the prison wave. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and use these cards, divine and see exactly what's going to happen for us for today's date is November the 24th, 2022. So we're going to go ahead and see exactly what's going to happen, what's up. I had no idea it was Thanksgiving, by the way. So anyway, starting off, we got the Rainbow Prince. And the Rainbow Prince in this position, I feel compensation, perseverance. The Rainbow Prince in that position represents it's overcoming adversity. It's overcoming like a major opposition, which I'm quite certain, again, the energies that prevail in different areas. Like Brother Yusuf was explaining in one of his YouTube videos, we all have like spirits that operate over certain domains, certain locales, certain cities. Los Angeles definitely got one. I felt it when I first came out here. It was a very calming energy, though, and an energy that was steeped in magic. It wasn't none of the negative shit that I'm feeling right now, honestly. Feel something in the back of where my pineal gland should be. Probably gonna have to remove that once I'm done. Probably an entity attachment that got placed there by that guru entity to try to wrest back control, but what I just broke down before the video dissipated really makes a lot of sense. And pull that out because it's causing like a major for spiritual people who watch my videos, you're probably going to see me pull out a lot of entity attachments. But anyways, this represents, the Rainbow Prince represents, I feel like it's an inner deep knowing the rainbow. And Guru has claimed this symbol as his own. That's another thing too. He'll claim symbols that's mine as his own. The Rainbow Prince here in this position represents someone using its odds being sent. I feel like it's somebody that's trying to use your strengths and your weaknesses against you to try to foil you, try to meet you halfway. I feel like it's more of a spiritual attack than anything. So that's what I'm picking up with the opposition card. Their psychic attacks being lodged against people designed to suppress people at this particular point in time who have souls, keep you stuck and keep you chained to the matrix, keep you in a state of mind where you're enduring it and where you feel totally and absolutely chained to it and stuck to it, to keep you down. Like I said, I do a lot of my readings. I'm open to anybody and everybody, but I do a lot of my readings. I really focus, my thing is more on the spirit realm, but it also can allude to people in the physical realm as well. If my third eye was working, I could, see things a lot more clearly and see exactly what's really, really going on. But it's blocked. So anyways, right here, for the present position, we got the prison waif. And the prison waif in this position represents someone who feels bound. I feel like we're dealing more with an energy of, I'm feeling like we're dealing with like a girlfriend that feels chained to a boyfriend. There's something, on the mundane level, it's pertaining to a woman that feels chained to a man, like she can't move on. She doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised if this person is doing witchcraft. This person can't move on from being attacked by this particular individual. But I feel like an old woman now because of this. I have to keep changing positions and all of that to feel comfortable. But anyways, I feel like on a more spiritual level, it's the toxic masculine trying to chain the divine feminine. And that's what you got going on. Now, anyways, for the future position, we got the web weaver. And the web weaver in this position represents synchronicity. It represents having an intelligence that's not of this world, a high intelligence. It represents let me try the divine. I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like the divine feminine is gonna come in and help you out. That's what I'm feeling for all my spiritual workers, light workers, people with souls and all of that. Something really, really high up is going to come in and help you out and help pull you from the restraints that's been binding you for a long, long, long period of time. Now here we got, for the subconscious position, well, let's start off with the conscious position. We got the hungry ghost, and that's exactly what I'm dealing with at this particular point in time. I'm dealing with entities, and it's 3. Just like it's seen here. Sort of, kind of, actually, it's just 2. They don't say that we're dealing with principalities and all of that for nothing. The spirits that got placed into me are what they call intranquil spirits. And intranquil spirits are spirits that are created from souls that are caught up in very, very dark realms that are in hellish positions, that attach themselves to people and fuck with people's heads. And that's exactly what I got on me. But they're what they call roach entities or something, roach realm entities, something like that. They call themselves intranquil spirits, but then say that they're not, but they do have intranquil spirits inside of them that makes them the way they are. Now, for the conscious position, I feel like a lot of people know that there's psychic attacks being lodged against those with souls. If it's not material, it's more than likely spiritual and or both. You know, attacks being lodged against people, material attacks, you know, your shit getting told, seeing stuff at night, having shit trying to get into your mind, your psyche. Make sure to build up your ancestral protection, feed them, make them strong. Make sure to build up your psychic protection as well. Your physical protection. Don't drink. Avoid any addictive behaviors that can act as a doorway for entities to get in. Avoid drugs. Anything that can allow these things to get in at this particular point in time. Now, on a more mundane level, I feel like it represents people, organic portals, coming for you, trying to take over your mind, your body, and your soul, and attacking you very, very maliciously and diligently. That's what it also represents. If you're experiencing unusual frustrations at work, especially if you're a woman, I feel like more of these attacks are going to be lodged against women with souls a little bit more than men, even though it's going to be against both of you, both of us, because we both have the divine feminine in us. Just be ready for the attacks. You're going to get people wanting to ride off your energy, wanting to chain themselves to your energy, feed off of it, run them motherfuckers up the street. I don't care how you look. I don't care how bad you look. I don't care how malicious you come off as. See that guy over there? He's very, very nice. I don't want to turn the camera on to him. The Jolly Santa looking guy. That guy just walked off when I walked past for a reason. Very negative person. He even tried to come over there and attack that man over there. That young boy. Now anyways, we got the wise woman of Wonderland, which is in the subconscious position. And the wise woman of Wonderland in that position represents you could see right here that she holds the wand. She's holding the wand. You hold the key to creating your reality. I did something the other day that broke the stronghold of guru over me. Where, see, your ancestors and other people, they're lying right here. There's like a hole right there that allows them to be able to connect to you so that when you need psychic protection, they'll be there to act as a shield. And so with that being said, what I did was I artificially, in my mind, merely imagined my ancestors coming all the way up and being in a more positive reality than where they're at right now. And by doing so, by using astro telekinesis to change their reality, it allowed me the first of being able to break free of David Rayna's, really guru's, psychic attacks. Evil, malevolent ass psychic attacks. And so, he's listening. By doing that, that allowed for me to be able to pull my ancestors to a higher place by merely imagining. Now, on a more mundane level, what you can do in situations like that is you can use your energy. I was trying to do something to fuck with my throat chakra just now, and I felt it. I feel something trying to get in. What you can do is now I'm feeling a lot better. Okay, I feel more like myself again. Now I can move around. All right. That's the power of imagination. What you can do is you can use your own imagination to imagine whatever it is that you want. And by doing so, you can automatically change your reality. Again, on a more mundane level, that's represented by a person. Now I see why my neck and all of that was stiff. I was operating with a pineal gland that got stuck in there that wasn't my own. That was what was causing me the neck problems. With that being said, going back to what I was saying before, what you can do is create your reality, your world, to where certain people just aren't in it. To where, you block out. I mean, even if you have to be rude about it, people who aren't on your frequency, people who aren't on your level. Like the old saying goes, don't tolerate a bitch or whatever, an asshole, to be in your reality. So don't tolerate that shit. So that's what's going on. Your subconscious mind is telling you, create your reality, get into your own power. Now, for what's going on, I believe this is what's going on with you. trying to remember exactly how the Celtic spread is. This in this position, I feel represents where you're at, where you're currently at, mentally especially. Some of you are trying to call on your God to see exactly why everything's wrong. You know, what's fucking up, what's going on in your life, what's fucking things up in your life. And then there's some of you who are trying to figure out that ball in my throat chakra isn't helping either. There's some of you also who are trying to figure out exactly, why things are just awry, why things are fucked up. And, while some of you are going to like different gods to figure it out, some of you are meditating and you're going within to try to figure out exactly what's wrong, what's, causing you undue stress, what's, harming you, what's causing you a lot of issues. So right here, for the energy that's all around you, we got the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, and you look all around you, today is Thanksgiving. I mean, that's self-explanatory. But I also feel that there's a lot of you who are getting in touch with your higher self, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. Change your pineal gland to your highest selves pineal gland. Just, know what it is and connect with it. And that's how you can do that. But be very careful. You don't want to be chained to something. Trust me when I say that. But, your higher self is you, so it shouldn't do you any harm. Now, anyways, right here, we got the Chess Queen. And the Chess Queen in this position represents unwillingness. This is your fears and your hopes card. It represents, to me, not an unwillingness to change, but you're playing chess, not checkers. And you're trying to strategize on and contemplate your next move before you jump. Now here's your outcome, the Arrow Master. With the Arrow Master in this position, I'm sensing that it's an entity and or a person. It could be a person, but I'm sensing more of a spirit that's going to come along and try to block your ability to manifest and shoot one more arrow into your plans before it sizzles out and fades out. And with that being said, again, be very, very careful of the energies that you have around you and that we have around us as people with souls. I myself am now realizing that a lot of the power to fight this shit lied within me after all. But I did get compromised a lot by them fucking astral parasites being in me, but I figured out how to get rid of them, but they keep on coming back. They're the ones that's the cause of all of that shit. Arranging that so that you stay stuck and bounded to a very, in my case, to a very toxic cycle that's meant to keep me from coming into my power. That's why if you see me in the astral realm, I'll have so many fucking blocks upon blocks on my shoulder, on my back, it's not even funny. With that being said, let's see what time it is. To come into your true power, it's going to take a lot of work. But just like I reimagined something coming back, probably an entity attachment that helps with the throat chakra though. As soon as I imagined it, a lot of the pain that I was feeling, the stiffness and all of that, went away. So the power truly lies within you. Like the Bible itself says, the kingdom of God is within you. And so with that being said, on this Thanksgiving morning, bless to everybody out there and to us people with souls, man. You can overcome this. It's hard. Usually them entities that I was talking about, they operate right here. And what you can do is you can just imagine, use your energy to push them out. Push them out from the back. They usually operate at the subconscious part of your mind, feeding off of that. And so you just push them out and you should be good. But with that being said, take it as a compliment to some degree. You can use 925 hertz frequency to change, to transmute things. That the reason behind why you're being attacked is because you have great abilities, great powers, and there's powers that are unseen that don't like that want you to stay stuck to a certain paradigm, a certain way of being. But if they're fucking with you, they're fucking with your body. That's your home. You got home base. So they can't control your fucking shit unless to some degree you allow it. And take care of your ancestors so that they can take care of you. Peace.